Well, speaking of the perv glasses, I did want to talk about Gentle Monsters perv glasses. And if you'll notice, something that I've talked about before is how specific they are with their marketing. And it is not lost on me that there are a lot of women, female celebrities, and models who are the face of these surveillance glasses, whether they are Metas or Gentle Monsters or whatever other brand or companies, trans and LGBTQ and models and celebrities of color. I mean, look at the grouping here. You have Hing, you have Anak Yai, you have Alex Kansani, and you have Bobby. And well, I think there's a lot of intent behind who they have marketing these surveillance glasses. And it's gross. Look at that shit.
That we already have. At Meta Connect 2025, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced a new generation.
I thought I had something else on. Also the way that they are linking now okay. The way that they are tying in these perv glasses, these surveillance glasses to like luxury and high fashion. I think this is bad. Obviously, this is bad. But I think again, this is all on purpose because trying to promote smart glasses as a signifier of like taste and culture and wealth. And then what will happen is the hope being that if you have rich people showing this off, then it starts to trickle down.
And I thought that was an interesting question because we did the video last week on Kylie Jenner being the new ambassador for her Meta glasses design. I had people comment on the post talking about price point. Although they're not cheap, like at a $4.99 price point, that's objectively not cheap. But I now see tech in this box of it's like Gen Pop based on utility. Like when you look at AirPods, right? AirPods are at $300, $400.
Gen Pop based on utility, like AirPods. Which didn't they also update AirPods to record or some shit?
Everybody has AirPods, from janitors to taxi drivers to because they're so functional. As someone that literally wears your Meta glasses every single day, do you think that they are luxury?
When tech starts, it has to be expensive because it's always adopted by people who have more money, and then when it's perfected, it becomes more affordable. Luxury is signaling to humans that you have something you don't need. The reason why people spend a fortune on a bag that doesn't do anything more functional than another bag is to brag to the world, look at me. That's what luxury is. Smart glasses are utility. And so when I see a price point, I compare it to how much more effective does this make me? Does this improve my quality of life? That's not really luxury the way I see it. So I don't see smart glasses as being luxury. I see them being as an entryway to more effectiveness because they replace AirPods, but they also are a camera that I can control with my voice. So that price point to me seems very reasonable.
Is luxury based on price point or is luxury based on like scarcity of access? Right. And I think what's interesting is like humans become more optimized.
Yeah. So what they're trying to do here is promote this product to the masses because this is not something that they actually just want rich people to have, but they're using rich people, they're using influencers and celebrities to push these products so that hopefully the masses will be inspired to obtain a pair. But they actually don't want this to be something that only wealthy people have. They want everybody to be wearing this. They want everyone to be participating in surveillance. They built them onto must-have items and directly let Kylie walk around with it. I mean, they wanted to sell some form of these 1 to 2 years ago. No one wanted them. They made sure that they're just there and everybody feels like, yes. And they've made updates to the look of the glasses, trying to make them look more high fashion, look more like just a a normal pair of glasses that also have the ability to record without people being aware of it.
I think we started to see this shift with smartphones, MacBooks, right? Like, despite where you might make a salaried income, you would save to buy the best tech because.
And the fact that they are, whoever the fuck this is, I don't know, her or whoever else is like, this is just the next iteration in cool, efficient tech, whether it's the Mac laptop that then everybody had, the iPhone, what blah, 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 blah. And it's like, these are perv glasses. These are surveillance tools.
You need to have a laptop, right? Even if you look at a price point of a Lenovo or an Acer, even if it's cheaper than a Mac, it's still expensive, like compared to food and clothing. So I really do think it's utility. And it's interesting how this tech stack, if you start building from like having an Oura Ring and having an iPhone and having a MacBook and having a Meta glasses, like how expensive that tech stack is going to be for like ultimate optimization.
Oh my God, I hate this. I hate it.
Of smart glasses.
Men have already been caught wearing these glasses while seeing sex workers. Yeah, of course. Any way that you can perceive these to be used in a harmful way, they're already being used. A lenticular spoof ad at a bus stop near Meta's London headquarters flips TV personality Kylie Jenner's smart glasses campaign into skeletal surveillance. Warning, depending on where you stand. The design borrows from They Live, the 1988 film where special glasses expose the manipulation hidden inside advertising. The underlying concern is real since the latest Ray-Ban Meta generation records up to 3 minutes of continuous video, has stealth mods, and researchers have demonstrated again and again that footage can be matched to names and addresses using facial recognition. That's awesome. We're always watching.
In collaboration with Ray-Ban and Oakley. Visually almost indistinguishable from traditional eyewear. While smart technology like this entering everyday life is celebrated as a brave new world by some, it's a nightmare come true for others. Civil rights organizations are sounding the alarm over the technology's abusive potential. So, do we need to act fast to keep our privacy rights in place?
There is a battle right now, but there is a battle in many fronts.
This is Cleanthe Sardelli. Cleanthe is a data protection lawyer with NOIB, an NGO that tries to enforce data protection laws and the right to privacy.
One thing that many people might not have in mind is that smart glasses have this feature many times that
I think if you see somebody wearing these smart glasses, you should be allowed to punch them in the face because of the fact that they're wearing the perv glasses.
Footage is being transferred and reviewed by humans. This means that there are companies and actual humans reviewing your daily recordings and your daily
at the very least
in
call
that
them the
case,
perv glasses,
and maybe even intimate situations that you wouldn't want to be filmed in the first place. This is a very dangerous scenario, and this compromises user privacy to a very, very large extent. This is a hidden danger that comes with these smart glasses and these devices that users should be aware of and should be thinking about before buying.
This is pretty alarming, but before we get into the details, let me just give you a quick overview of the so-called smart glasses that we're talking about here. These look exactly just like classic Ray-Bans, but there's a camera in the corner that can be activated.
Which is so because like whenever it was that Meta had first unveiled the smart glasses, they were very obvious and people didn't dig it. They did not go for the creepy glasses. So in making them much more inconspicuous and essentially looking like Ray-Bans or just any other any other pair of glasses. It's so insidious. It's so sneaky.
By just a single tap of the glasses. Now, when the camera is filming, there's a white light that flashes, but this can be easily covered by a sticker. There are even stickers on the market specifically for this reason. And these aren't niche products anymore. Meta says it sold over 7 million pairs globally. Metas are the most popular right now, with a market share of roughly 80%, but competitors are trying to catch up. Apple is reportedly developing its own pairs, as is Google. It seems to me that there are two major potential threats here when it comes to privacy. The threat from a wearer of these glasses who could film me without my knowledge or my consent, and the threat that big tech companies pose to the user of these wearables. AKA, by wearing these glasses, you're handing over a huge amount of personal data. But what I want to know, first and foremost, is what are my rights if I'm being filmed in public? Especially if it's without my knowledge or my consent.
You get to punch someone in the face.
Let's say that the world is separated from Europe and the rest of the world. So where the GDPR is a reality and when the GDPR is where the GDPR is not. When someone is being filmed in public, the GDPR gives you a certain set of rights. These rights can be to access the recording itself. It can be to, if the recording is being done with your consent, to withdraw your consent, to actually say, please stop this right now. So this would be actually the biggest tool that we have right now. However, of course, in the cases where people are being
Hi, please stop recording me right now.
Being filmed.
Someone's like, no, it's my right to.
Without their knowledge or even their consent, their rights are becoming essentially diminished. And that is because they have no knowledge of the processing operation, of the filming that is being done at this point in time. So within Europe and in Germany, we have the GDPR. And in the rest of the world, we can see that the landscape is quite fragmented. For example, in the US, we can see that we have different states with different data privacy laws, which require either consent from both parties, who are the filmer and the filmee.
I don't want to interrupt. Is that link related to this?
And we have other states where the consent is required by only one of the parties. So we see that there is no actually not a perfect picture worldwide and not an equal set of rights everywhere.
As a woman, I find it particularly concerning that there could be footage being posted online without my knowledge or my consent. Even before these glasses existed, there were plenty of people out there, predators, criminals, who would try to secretly film women. So how serious is the development of these glasses in terms of the risk of women's safety here?
The risk is quite serious, actually. We see that women are being recorded from either influencers or other actors without their knowledge or consent. And most of the cases, it comes down to being approached in public and being filmed with some sort of intention to bring them to a compromised position, a vulnerable position. We see...
But it's Trump announcing a third run. I mean, that's not the first time.
That these actions are just an extension of the reality that women face in other areas of their lives as well.
Do that.
But when it comes to data protection, women are not aware a lot of the times of their rights in these situations. And
don't worry, I have it on Sound Insider info that he has contracted the diarrhea parasite, and it will take him down.
The GDPR is there to protect users and, bottom line, women as well, with the complaint mechanism before the data protection authorities in Germany and beyond. And this will allow both the investigation of this incident as well as the enforcement and a potential
eating
fine
lettuce.
to
He
the
does if it's on a burger from
perpetrator of this
McDonald's.
unlawful behavior.
Okay, so in Europe we are somewhat protected. But what about the rest of the world? In the US, for example, filming people in public spaces is often legal because there is no reasonable expectation of privacy. So if someone approached you on the street wearing these glasses and then posted that interaction online, the legal framework in Europe that gives you the right to demand it be taken down doesn't exist. Another major issue is the topic of child safety. Minors are treated with extra protection in Europe. For example, it's illegal to film children without parental consent, even in public. Countries like Brazil, South Africa, and parts of Asia are headed in a similar direction. But in the US and many other parts of the world, minors are less protected in the eyes of the law. But Cleanthe says that merely the existence of these laws is still nowhere near enough.
Enforcement is really tough. How can some supervisory authority really detect and find people who film small child without the consent of the parents in the wild?
In fact, Cleanthe was pretty clear that, at least in Europe, the necessary regulations are already in place, but that her main concern is enforcement.
I think that we really have the regulation and the laws in place right now. The only problem is that we don't enforce them. I think that I would simply just try to enforce the law instead of just having another piece of legislation that stays just something to be on paper. And I would prefer to go in the way of enforcement. And
honestly, y'all, first step here, immense public shaming. You gotta refer to them as the perv glasses. You must shame anybody who has them. They need to be viewed as unbelievably embarrassing and cringe to have.
Applying the law that we already have, because this is worldwide, the GDPR, a very strong data protection tool. It's such a strong tool that so many companies actually are trying and lobbying to change it and to diminish fundamental rights to profit essentially from people's data.
Hold up. Companies are trying to change the data protections that we already have in place to protect us?
We have these big tech companies, whether their name is Google, whether it is Meta, and so on, that use user data in many different ways through these smart glasses. We have the iris data protection, which is responsible for all the big tech companies. This becomes even more complicated when we see that national supervisory authorities, such as the DPC, have very limited resources, or they have appointment of their members with political influence. Sometimes we even have meta lobbyists joining as members in this.
Oh, God. Why is everything an episode of Black Mirror? I saw the future of smart contact lenses. Just put a fucking chip in our head already, and they're coming sooner than you think. Expansio is making smart contact lenses a reality. Have you ever wanted to play Tetris directly on your eyeball? Every day. To be honest, the thought never occurred to me, but after seeing a demo of such a use case, why? Just play normal Tetris. You don't need to put it and play it on your eyeball. What the fuck? From a consumer point of view, the Expansio's device that's most likely to come to market in the next few years combines on-lens displays with 24/7 blood glucose monitoring, making it both a smart and wellness device in one. That's the other thing, is they keep trying to market this stuff as wellness. They're like, this will make you healthier. This is wellness. Don't we all love wellness? Don't worry, in-eye comfort is also a top priority. What the fuck? How will it be powered? For now, Expansio is relying on a companion over-the-ear device to provide power via wireless charging to the smart contact lenses. However, a teeny tiny battery built into the lenses themselves will ensure that users can still utilize basic features even when companion power isn't within range. Can't wait till this makes everybody blind. They're like, okay, that's fine because now we have fake eyeballs that are for wellness and tech purposes that we can just, we'll just get in there and put them in. It's great. You don't need your old eyeballs. That's of the past. Now you have new eyeballs. That's exactly what I want. A little explodable battery in my eyes. Yippee! While a bulky accessory worn alongside worn along the side of your face to power Expansio smart contact lenses isn't ideal, brand reps assure me that the ultimate goal is to make the lenses a standalone device that can be worn without much thought or additional tech, just like normal contacts. Harvesting a user's body heat to power smart contact lenses is one possibility. When they talked about tech and the unbelievable advancements we would have and the breakthroughs of cancer and other diseases, it's like, no, now you can do Tetris on your eye. Okay. Now you can have cyber eyeballs. And you can charge wirelessly. Solar-powered contact lenses are another option. Yep, just stare into the sun. Hey, do you have the someone who's just staring into the sun? Do you have the solar-powered contact lenses? That's sick. That's sick. Why are you staring into the sun? Oh, I have these solar-powered Tetris playing contact lenses. Just look into the sun to recharge. That's what they were doing in the movie Sunshine, is that they had to charge the contact lenses that would allow them to play Tetris and other games on board, and that's why they were staring into the sun. Oh my God. Also, contact lenses suck. I'm so sorry, but I get for some people they prefer contact lenses over glasses. Why the hell would you want to put contact lenses on, especially these ones, when you're not a person who needs contact lenses to see? They're so, they really suck. How about they just focus on making contact lenses for actual vision purposes better? These are so uncomfortable. Hey, did you ever want contact lenses that are even harder to put on and less comfortable than they are now? Great, we got you. But don't worry, you can play Tetris. Yeah, what a fucking insane thing. Oh, here they come in, though. They're like, oh, hey, this could help cancer doctors, though. See, you know what? They're all such fucking phonies. These companies all pretend. They all hide behind cancer. That's what they do. They all hide behind, oh, this could potentially help cancer and cancer doctors. Everybody wants to cure cancer. Have you played Cyberpunk? No, I have not. This would be like that dystopia full liberal limbs and tech overlords. Yeah, I do see y'all referencing Cyberpunk often whenever we're talking about the state of tech. Just the state of things. AI will cure cancer. It's like, hey, actually, if we want to have breakthroughs on cancer and other diseases that affect a lot of the population, why don't we stop embargoing Cuba? How about we allow Cuba, with their incredible medical system and professionals and doctors, nurses, etc., why don't we allow them to be free from the grip of the United States empire and let them actually produce these breakthroughs and measure them.
This Irish Data Protection Commission. This is an actual event, and this is very important to point out because this really undermines the enforcement process. When there is a potential conflict of interest in the appointment of a member of a supervisory authority, this member should not be appointed in the first place.
Or what if we also funded scientific research too? No.
They should not be working on cases or have a management role within the organization, because there might be issues that fall under their jurisdiction as well and their competence. These smart glasses are not built with data protection in mind from the get-go. And when a technological product is
so much of this, I just go, yeah, no shit. I don't mean any disrespect to this, the people who are reporting on that, but it's like, yeah, no shit. They don't care about data privacy protection.
Not being designed with privacy by design and by default, as the GDPR tells us, then we simply see that it is a product that is problematic and should not be out in the market in the first place. However, big tech companies
see drones for mosquitoes. We are so cooked. What? What is this? No more mosquitoes. Autonomous drone protection for your home. Silent, safe, chemical free. Tornil combines ultrasonic sonar and intelligent control algorithms in a 40-gram drone to eradicate all the mosquitoes in your space. See, the thing is that when I look at tech like this, I replace mosquitoes with children. I replace the word mosquitoes with human beings. You know?
Have managed to do that and have managed to bypass the laws, and we see there the lack of enforcement.
It's like they already are doing that. That's how the tech will always end up. The tech will always end up as a tool to kill people more efficiently and in greater masses.
The lack of power on behalf of the European Union supervisory authorities. Bottom line is that within our daily life, we would be faced with surveillance all over the place without even having control of our data anymore.
Cleanthy's NGO Noib has tried to take on big tech for privacy violations, but we're faced with several big hurdles.
There is a battle right now, but there is a battle in many fronts. We have the front of the big tech, which have immense resources and continue to essentially avoid the laws or ignore them altogether and go forward.
The mosquito drone takes out an eye, but then you get the robot eyeball contact. Great.
With,
no worries. We have a solution
devices with processing of personal data that is completely unlawful. And at the same time, we have a European Commission which is trying to reform the GDPR and bring it to a lower standard than it was before. So we are right now trying, both with our litigation and with pressure to the institutions, to actually have enforcement happen.
It's worth noting that when Google came out with their OG smart glasses a decade ago, they were a total flop. People found them really creepy and they barely lasted 2 years on the market. However, they looked a lot more techy, whereas Meta's glasses look just like normal glasses. So we asked Cleanthy whether she thinks they will become as normal as, say, having a smartphone.
I think that in the European Union, this technology is not as successful. And the reason is, in the European Union, we are really mindful of privacy and data protection. So I think that even though Smart glasses are continuously being sold and available to citizens within the European Union and residents alike. They will not be mainstream anytime soon. We will not see our friends and family using them all the time.
Yeah, and you know what do you do if you see your friends and family using them? Shame. 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 I walked past the Meta store in NYC the other day and it was jam-packed with people trying on the glasses. It was hella dystopian. Shame. Shame. You look fugly. You're a loser. You do not look cool.
This is such an intrusive technology, and I think that by now many people have realized that. I see the potential technological advancement being very dangerous for privacy, because we have already seen that with these smart glasses, Harvard students were able to deploy software that was recognizing people on the street. And this is an actual case from Harvard, from people that are just researching the potential of this technology. So the fear and the thought is that maybe there is so much potential that we don't know of yet. And this is why the enforcement of the GDPR is so important at this time and age.
The smart glasses market has grown rapidly in recent years.
Do you think Meta glasses are okay for content creation? Shame. 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 No.
According to US-based market research company Grandview Research, the market was worth just under $2.5 billion in 2025 and is forecast to increase sixfold by 2033. It seems to me now like yet another example of technology advancing at a rate so fast that regulators are struggling to keep up, while at the same time, major technology companies are increasingly investing in lobbying efforts to weaken or roll back existing.
Someone made a video game where you play as Jimothy destroying flock camera. Okay, I gotta look at
privacy protections, such as Europe's GDPR. Living in Europe, and especially Germany, perhaps makes me more wary about my right to privacy. So I am curious to know, what are your thoughts? Are Meta's smart?
Okay. What on earth?
Home to your family, but you can't because there's all these Flock surveillance cameras everywhere. You know Flock, the creepy surveillance company that has cameras all over the country and is trying their damnedest to turn America into a surveillance state. So as Jimothy, you have to pick up rocks and use your slingshot to destroy all the Flock surveillance cameras. Only once every camera has been destroyed will your dumpster home open up and you can get back to your family. Yes, this is a real game and you can play it at man.cool/Jimothy. Compete on the leaderboards to get the best time and make sure to pick up all 3 red solo cups for extra points. I made 20 levels and also a simple level editor that you can use to make and share your own levels.
Wait, man. Hold on a second. How does this work? Jimothy Flock Inc. versus Flock Inc. The alley is watched. Destroy every Flock Inc. camera. Did you see we're getting Trump 4.0? You guys, Trump says this shit over and over again. Now, am I saying there's no world where he'll try and, I don't know, overwrite the rule that presidents are only allowed to serve 2 terms? No, but he's been, it's the White House Correspondents' Dinner right now, and he's saying the usual shit. He said he's going to run for a 4th term, has a Trump 2028 hat. This is nothing new. He's been saying this forever. And CNN is saying he's being a good sport. Today is the day that Donald Trump became president. Donald Trump is looking rather presidential, if I may say so myself. Wait, what? Stop. What is happening? Pick up a rock? Ah! Okay. aim the slingshot. Oh, fuck. What is happening? Okay, hold click to pull. Oh, God. Okay. How do you do this? Ah! Oh, my God. This is hard. Okay. Here we go. Third time's the charm. Yes! Dumpster open, get inside. Look, Jimothy, it takes Jimothy a bit. What is this song? Wow. Jimothy is home. So you basically just go through and destroy the flock cameras. Okay, and it's like a time thing. What? You've been seen. Try again. What the hell? Oh, because of the flock cameras? Oh, I see. Crap. You got. If you're in that little area, you will be caught. Where are the other rocks? Shit. Is there only one rock? Oh, God. What? The fact that there's already a Jimothy game. Ah! This is actually much harder than it looks. Okay, I like that the song just keeps going. I'm gonna get as close as I can. This is harder than Radon. Fuck! Shit, they're watching. Oh, God. Can I do it? I don't freaking know. Yes! Okay. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. You defeated Radon. Ooh. A red cup, a 10-second bonus. Yes! Okay, honestly, kind of cooking. All right, one more level. Let's see if I can do it ultra fast time. Oh, that's okay. All right. Woo! Okay, this is pretty far. Nice! Fucking slay. Oh no, I think I got caught. Oh crap. Okay. Ooh, so close. Blammo, so close. Just keep going, keep going. 10-second bonus. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Freaking hell. I have to run all the way freaking back over here. Come on, Katniss Jimothy. Just turn to person using AI context blind. Well, What? You're kidding. That's crazy. How do I get this? It's stuck in here. God damn it, Jimothy. Farts. Guys, this is so much harder than it looks. Okay, that one, I can't believe it. That one hit. Let me just get up close. Let me get right up close. Oh my God! How did I ever beat Radon? I thought I was freaking cooking. Just the song over and over again. I'm in a nightmare. Finally. Oh my God. It was actually going through the camera. That was crazy. Okay, last one. Come on, Jimothy. Where's this last little stone? Give me the stone. All the way over here. Where's the stone? Don't get got by the flock cameras. Is it in this thing? Home isn't safe. I know, but where's the stone? Oh, God. Oh, wait. Is that it? No. I think it may be gone. Shitballs. I think I broke it. Well, you know, there's only one way to get out of here. You've been seen. Well, that was very exciting. Very exciting.